Hi, this is Mr. Einhorn, and I'm here to show you how to solve the quiz from last Friday, Friday 13th, on lessons 1 through 3 in the circle unit. So if we look at problem number 1, we see that the black line in this picture is what we're trying to figure out what it is. The whole question 1, we're supposed to use these drop-down menus and decide what part of the circle they're talking about. So in the first one, the black line goes from one edge of the circle to the other edge of the circle. So we call that a diameter. So the correct answer is diameter. And on problem 2, we see it goes, this red line goes from the center to the edge. So when it goes from the center to the edge, that is called a radius. So the correct answer is radius. On number 3, we see it goes all the way around the circle there, all the way around, like so. When you go all the way around the circle, that is called a circumference. So that's for those 3. What about the last 3? Well, this is the distance from one edge of the pool to the other. So from one side to the other side, that's straight across. That's just like that black line. That's called a diameter. And the length around the fence would go all the way around the fence. So that's just like that one. That is called a circumference. And then, scrolling up here, we see the length of a propeller. So what would the length of a propeller be? Well, it starts at the center and it goes out to the edge, right? From the center to the edge. That's just like that red line there. We call that a radius. And you may have noticed that in all of these things, there was a fourth answer, pi. None of them are pi. Pi is a number, not a shape. So that was there just to trick you, and a few people got tricked by that. Let's go to question number 2. In question number 2, you'll see that there are several measurements. Some of them refer to diameters and circumferences. So select the answers that could be diameters and circumferences. So how can we tell if it's a diameter or a circumference? Well, we can tell because we know that the constant proportionality for diameter and circumferences is pi. So that when we divide from right to left, so divide our circumference divided by our diameter, we should get pi. So let's take a look at this one, which is 37.68 divided by 12. So what do we get when we do 37.68 divided by 12? Well, we can check over here at a calculator, and we'll just do that. 37.68 37.68 divided by 12. And we get 3.14. Oh, 3.14 is about pi. It's greater than pi. So that means that answer must be correct. So that's one of our correct answers there. What about the next one? 15.6 divided by 7.8. So I'll write that out. 15.6 divided by 7.8. And again, notice we're dividing right by left, which is the way we always do it. Over here, and we see 15.6. Oops, sorry, let's clear that again. 15.6 divided by 7.8. Well, that's only 2. That's not close to 3. That's not 3 point something. That can't be a circle because we know the constant proportionality has to be a circle. So that one is not correct. Let's check the last 3 quickly. 25.2 divided by 6.3. 25.2 divided by 6.3. 4. Again, not a little bit bigger than 3. That one is not right. It's not that one either. How about this one? 14.13 divided by 4.5. 14.13 divided by 4.5. 14.13 divided by 4.5. 3.14. That must be a circle. And last but not least, let's check 70.65 divided by 22.5. 70.65 divided by 22.5. 70.65 divided by 22.5. And again, it's 3.14. So look at that. That one must be an answer too. So it's the first and the last two are all circles. These two aren't, because when we divide from right to left, we get 3.14. Let's check the last one now. And for the last one, we have to figure out what the circumference is or what the diameter is. So we know that a constant proportionality between the diameter and the circumference is pi. So, or about 3.14. So in each case, we know that if we take the diameter and times it by pi, we get the circumference. Whoops, that's supposed to say pi. Try that again. And pi is just about 3, right? A little bit more than 3. So 3.38 times 3 should give us a circumference. So why don't we go over to our calculator, do 3.18 times 3.14. So again, that's 3.18 times about 3.14. So 3.18 times 3.14, and we're taking the diameter, 3.18, timesing it by 3.14. Diameter 3.18 times 3.14. And what do we got? A 9.98. That's almost 10. So you could say 9.98, but they ask you to round to the nearest whole number, and that is very close to 10, so we're going to call it 10. What about this one? Well, here they give us the circumference, and we're trying to find the diameter, so we have to work backwards. So we can't multiply by pi, because this is the number we would multiply to pi to get that. We're trying to find out what can we times to pi to get to 44, so we're going to do the opposite. We're going to divide. We're going to go 44 divided by pi, and that's going to give us the correct number there. So what we're going to do is go 44 divided by 3.14. And we get 14. So 14.0. Some people know, but you can just write 14. So again, when we're going to the right, we multiply. When we're going to the left, we have to do the opposite. We're going to divide. So what are we going to do on the moon here? Well, we're trying to find the diameter. So we're starting at the circumference and going to the diameter. It means, again, we're going to divide. If we go to the right, we multiply. Go to the left, we're going to divide. So here we're going to the left, we're going to divide. 6.28 divided by 3.14. And we get exactly 2. So the answer is 2. And that's how we find all 3 answers like so. So I hope that was very helpful and that you answered the questions as you're watching this video. You're going to have a few more questions to answer on this Nearpod to show that you understand the material, and then come to Thursday and take the requiz with your teacher. Thank you.